Hello friends and welcome to my birthday book haul. So my birthday was quite a few weeks ago now. It was on August 25th and I was actually in Croatia on holiday while it was my birthday. So I didn't get to open these packages until I came back, and then I had a few gift vouchers for Waterstones, so I didn't get to spend them until I came back from holiday either. Please ignore my voice and my throat. I still have this like lingering cough/cold and it's really aggravating, but hopefully you don't mind. So I'm here to share my birthday book haul. I only have like a handful of books, I want to say about 11, but I still wanted to share them with you because of course they add to my TBR, and although I'm still trying to do Project Zero TBR, it's not going as successfully as I hoped, so I still want to track it of some sort. So without further ado, let's get into the book haul. Starting with Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Now I'm currently reading A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm listening to it via audio and I'm just really enjoying it. I'm loving the writing. The writing is just so magical and mesmerizing, and one of my favourite booktubers and just an overall lovely human, Jan, adores this book. It's one of her favourite books of all time. So her thoughts about it and her vlog surrounding it really made me want to pick it up. So I'm so very excited to read it. Apparently it's told in the form of letters, so I'm interested in to see how I like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to read. Next up we have One Dark Window, and I'm very excited. Apparently this is themes of gothicness and I think it's set in London. So something to know about me is I don't really like to know much about my books before diving into it, so I'm not going to say too much in this book haul. I've heard that it's quite gothic-y, so I'm very excited to see what it is about, and yeah, I've heard really good things, so I cannot wait to get to this one. Then we have In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and I think this one is a thriller book. It's a lot shorter than I was expecting, so I'm excited to make my way through this one. And it seems like it's 6 friends, 1 college reunion, 1 unsolved murder. Now I don't really tend to like these whole kind of like games and like trying to figure out who the murderer is and that kind of concept, but I've heard really good things about it, so I'm hoping that changes my mind a bit on that kind of theme around a book. So yes, I'm very excited to see how this one goes. Then we have A Venom Dark and Sweet, and I just read A Poison in Magic, I think it is, whichever the first installment is of this duology or series, and I absolutely adored it, and as soon as I finished it I really wanted to pick up the sequel. So I'm so glad I have this in my hands to see how it progresses and see what the next steps are in this world and in this book and with these characters. I've heard mixed reviews about this one, in which I'm really scared about now, but I'm really hoping it's good because I love the first one so very much. Then we have Happy Place by Emily Henry. Now I adored Beach Read and Book Lovers by Emily Henry, but I didn't really like You and Me on Vacation, so I'm hoping this one will be good. I think it's a second chance romance, and I'm not too much of a fan of those, but I'm interested to see how much I like it because I haven't read too many of second chance romances, so I think Emily Henry is a good place to start with that. And again, I've heard good things about it. It's very popular. I'm sure you would have heard of it. So yeah, I'm excited to see how this one goes. And then speaking of popular books, I of course bit the bullet and brought Fourth Wing. I'm so intrigued about it. The writing is so small in this copy, but yeah, so intrigued about it. I've heard so many good things around it, some bad reviews, but that's with everything, right? So yeah, really interesting to see. I haven't read many books around dragons, so this will be a wild ride for sure. Then we have one of my anticipated releases, in which is Bring Me Your Midnight by Rachel Griffin, and I am 7 pages through this one already because I adored her other 2 books so very much, and this one already I'm wanting to highlight it and annotate it all over, and I'm only 7 pages into it. Just the writing alone and the story and how easy it is to read, I just highly recommend all of this author's works, and yes, I'm so very excited to progress further with this one, and of course brought it as soon as it came out. And then another recommendation from Jan is Fear the Flames. I'm really excited for this one as well. I know both Jodie from Vanilla Moon and then Jan highly recommend this book, and yeah, I think it is another dragon book, so hopefully if I like Fourth Wing or if I like this book I might like the other one because I haven't read many dragon books. But yeah, I think Jan didn't like Fourth Wing, but then she absolutely adored this one, so hopefully that is on the cards for me as well in case I don't like either or. So yeah, again, really intrigued. Don't know too much about it, but don't want to know too much about it. Just heard really good things and cannot wait to dive into it. Then we have like a relatively old book in terms of how long it's been around, and that is A Discovery of Witches. And I heard Becca from Becca in the Books described this as an adult Twilight, and I was just hooked. I ordered it immediately and I just couldn't stop myself from ordering it, because Twilight was semi the book that got me into reading. It was just the first book that captured my attention and made me have this imaginary world in my head whilst reading. So I'm very excited to almost do like a full circle moment and have this like adult Twilight. So yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. It's a very big book. I think it's also been adapted into a TV show or something. Not that I probably would be watching it. But yeah, it seems to have 3 books in the series or trilogy. So I cannot wait to read this one as well. Then we're down to our last 2 books. First of all, we have my first ever Brandon Sanderson book, in which is The Frugal Wizard's Handbook for Surviving Medieval England. So I'm very excited for this one. It just seems so much fun, and I've wanted to read Brandon Sanderson for ages. I think people are saying now that Trust of the Emerald Sea, I believe it's called, is the best way to start with Brandon Sanderson. But I think I'm going to give this one a go. If I do manage to purchase that one before reading this one, then I might read that one first. I didn't even realise this was Brandon Sanderson when I was browsing Waterstones, and it wasn't until I actually looked at the author and I was like, oh, it's a Brandon Sanderson novel. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how I get on with it. I think it's very different from his other works. So yeah, hopefully this is a very big hit, and then if not, there are plenty other Brandon Sandersons to pick up. And the final book I have to share with you today is Court of the Undying Seasons, and I'm so excited for this one. I do believe I've read a book by this author. I cannot remember what it's called, but I know that the book has like a key on the cover, like a keyhole on the cover, and I think it's like the Black Door or something. I'm not too sure. I may be completely wrong. But I picked this one up because I think it has vampires in it, and I am a sucker. Excuse the pun. I'm a sucker for a vampire novel. And yeah, just I'm so excited, and the back absolutely hooked me. I'm becoming a vampire. I'm less than a girl, I'm more, or maybe I'm becoming what I always have been deep inside, a blade. So yeah, it just sounds so much fun. It looks so cool. I am a cover by person as well. So yes, I cannot wait to read all of these books. That is my birthday book haul. Thank you ever so much for watching, and for all the people who wish me a very happy birthday. And yeah, I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you have a wonderful day or night. And until next time, friends. Bye.